guys, today I'm doing my first project pan update. This is 5 weeks from when I filmed my first update. That's kind of a long time, but I didn't really have the time to sit down and film it until now. I want to share with you things I have learned through this project and which things I have used up, which things are still going. So this is a Project 10 pan. I will link my intro down below in case you missed it, and you can check out that video and then you can see the progress that I have made. People outside are so loud. I have 10 products in this. It's a Project 10 pan, but I told myself when I use up 7 of them, I can be done with the project, and I think that I am well on my way to being done with it. Not all of the products I wanted to use up. Some of them I just set a certain goal for, and I have hit my goal on 4 of them, so I will go through those first. The first thing I use up is the Malibu Heart Bath & Body Works body lotion. This was right here when I started, so it was a little below the halfway point, and it is done. I mean, there's like a tiny bit here, but I can't get that, and like it's not worth it. This was fine. I wouldn't repurchase it. The next thing was the Twisted Peppermint Bath & Body Works fragrance mist. It was right here when I started the project, so there wasn't that much left. I used this up within a week or 10 days. It was really nice. The scent doesn't stay at all. Ooh, it's really sticky. The scent does not stay on your body, so I would spray it, like a ton of sprays, and then I would spray it on my bed before I went to sleep, and it would make a very, minty peppermint smell. I would repurchase it because the scent was so nice, but I got it at the semi-annual sale for like $3, $2 maybe. I wouldn't spend more than that just because the scent, it's not a perfume, it doesn't last at all. I had 2 samples in here that I was counting as one. One of them was a tiny little lotion. I thought it was a face lotion. It was actually sunscreen, and I tried to use it the first day, and I don't like to use sunscreen unless it's in the summer and I'm actually in the sun, because it like makes you all oily. So I tried to use it and I was like, oh no, like I don't have any interest in using that, so I just took it out. And the other thing was the Professional Agent Zero Shine powder, and this is a sample. It's kind of weird. So they give you this brush. I don't know why they bother giving you this like sample brush, because it's like one of those crappy cheap brushes that no one is ever going to use. And then the powder was in here. There's probably a tiny bit left, but honestly it was so hard to use this. I had to rip it open and like pour it on my brush, but it would get everywhere. It was very difficult. I will say it did minimize my pores a lot. However, I found myself getting oily way faster, so I don't know. I feel like if you really are looking to minimize your pores, you should use a pore minimizing primer and then just use a more mattifying powder, because this didn't really do it for me. The last thing I hit my goal on is the Smashbox Bronze Lights Bronzer in Suntan Matte. I cannot believe I hit pan on this. My goal was to hit pan, and this one was really discouraging because I had no idea I was about to hit pan. It really looked like there was a lot left. This is the pan that I made. It started off with just the tiniest little speck of pan, and then I've been working around it. I'm still using this. I think the past couple days I've allowed myself to finally go back to other bronzers because I did hit my goal on this, but after I hit pan, I did continue to use this, and you can see that all around the pan is very like swooped in compared to the sides, which really have not been touched. I used this as a bronzer. I applied it twice a day, not because you need to reapply it, you really don't, but I was just trying to hit pan, so I would apply it when I got home from school. And then I also used this as an eyeshadow, and I have got to say, this as a transition color is beautiful. I will probably continue to do that. Maybe not in like tutorials because not everybody has this. It's a perfect shade for transition. Next, I'm going to move on and show you the things that I have not used up yet. So first I have the Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 Concealer and Highlighter in 24 Fair/Light Neutral. Now when I started, I was up here at this line, and now I am down here. I'm really getting right down to the very bit of it. I'm like squeezing it out and making sure the last will come out. I think that I will be done with this very soon. I use a very generous amount of this under my eyes because it doesn't cover that well, and it's kind of annoying because like you have to use so much of it, but then when you use so much of it, there's a lot of extra product on my brush that I don't really know what to do with, but if you don't use that much, then it doesn't really cover. Yeah, I don't know. It's really funny to me. I know Tanya Burr and Amelia Liana, and I heard another YouTuber are raving about this now, and like, I don't like this. I don't know. Like, it's fine. I don't hate having to use this every day, but I'm really gonna be glad when this is out of my collection. I don't think I would repurchase it. I just think it's interesting that they own concealers that are really, really high-end and they're going for this when I don't even think this is a good drugstore concealer. But anyway, rambling. So yeah, I think I'll be able to finish this up pretty soon. Next, I have the Urban Decay eyeliner in Perversion. This is just a tiny little bitty thing. I have my sheet of when I started, so when I started I was right there, and now I am up to that line. It's really weird because I have been using this every day since the year started, because I remember on my birthday, which is January 1st, I started to use this, and it has lasted so long. I have no idea how this little product goes such a long way. I use it every day on the top of my lash line and in my waterline. This does not want to leave. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely getting down there, but I use this every day and I really miss my liquid eyeliner. I'm afraid that my Stila liquid eyeliner is going to dry up, and that would be such a shame. I would be so mad if that happened. So I'm really looking forward to just using this up. I don't know, there's nothing else I can do. Like, I use it every day. There's no way to make this go any faster. Next, I have lip products. I'm struggling with the lip products, I really am, because in the beginning of the year, I did a mini project pan. I didn't film it, but I used up like 4 lip products, I think. So I had already, in the past 2 months before I started this project, I had already been using up lip products. And this is kind of a weird transition we're in, because it's like we're going from winter when everything is like dark and makeup is, you know, you want to do smoky and like dark lips, to now it's spring and everything is about looking really fresh, light makeup. And I don't want to use the same lip products every day. I have like 30 lip products, and it's alright, so let me just show you. So the first thing is the Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in 107. This is how much I have left. My goal was to use up half of this. You can see this is where it was at the intro, and now it is down to there. I have not used up half of it. I wore this every single day for a while, and then I just kind of gave up. The thing is, I'll swatch it for you. This lipstick is absolutely beautiful. There is nothing wrong with this lipstick. This is one of the best lipstick formulas I have ever used. It's matte, but it's so creamy. The color makes me look so alive. Like, this color is amazing with my skin tone, and I used to wear this every single day last year, but that's why I don't like to use this so much, because I used this every day for months last year, and I don't know, I got so tired of it. Like, it's so pretty, and I should use it, like it's in the project, but it's just so hard when you have so many lip products and you feel like you're just neglecting them. So that's definitely one thing I've learned from this project, is when I was using up lip products in the beginning of the year, I was using up nude lipsticks and lip glosses that were like clear. So I feel like if I were to do this again, I wouldn't want to pick such a bold color, because this is my favorite bold color that I own, or one of, and I'm still struggling to use it. Okay, my next product is the NYX Butter Gloss in Maple Blondie. This is one of the only products in this project pan that I really hate, and I put this in here knowing I would hate it. So when I first started this, I had no idea how to figure out where I was. I took the stopper out a week into the project because nothing was really getting on the brush, and I knew there was a ton of product left, but I wanted to just be able to use it up faster. I feel like every time I've taken a stopper out of a product, I'm like, oh my god, this was a mistake, because the amount of product that like loops and comes out when you take the stopper out is just crazy. So now you can see through it a lot, and that is the line of where the product is right here, but there's still a lot of product on the sides and like on the actual wand, as you can see. I just hate this color. There's a swatch of it. It looks pretty, but it's so light and the pigment doesn't settle right on my lips. It just kind of looks gloopy. For a while I was putting this on and I was putting this lip gloss on top of it, but then I was at school one day and I went to the bathroom. My lipstick, like where I put the gloss, was just like this disgusting light, and then there was just a rim of like the red where the gloss hadn't hit it, and I was like, oh my god, never again. So I've really now, for the past maybe week or two, just been using this at home, which kind of defeats the purpose because like you're supposed to use it up. But if I hate it that much, I'd rather just use it up at home. I don't know, it kind of grosses me out how much gloop was in this that I'm using. I don't know if I would pan a lip gloss again or if I would take the stopper out. It's just not worth it to me. I really hate this. I feel like I'm coming to kind of like a stop in this project pan because these two lip products I like am having trouble using up, and then the last two things I'm going to show you I am having trouble using up. So I really want to try to just use up this lip gloss so then when I use up the eyeliner and the concealer and the other things I can be done. But yeah, I don't know if I would pan lip glosses again that I like hate or bold lipsticks again. Next thing is this MAC blush in cream soda. I can't believe I have not hit pan. I have been using this every day since the beginning of the year, and we are almost, what, like 3.5 months in. I can't, you guys, I can't. You can see the dip right here. You can see the dip in it, and it's a pretty good dip, I think, but actually it really isn't. It's not that, I think because this is a little bit old, because it's a couple years old, the product is a lot stiffer, so therefore it's kind of harder to use it up. Like, it still gives off the same pigment and everything. Like, when I swatch it and stuff, it's really, really stiff, and I've tried to use it as an eyeshadow. It barely gives off pigment because it's so stiff. I was focusing on this one little part right here. It's spring and everything is changing, and I'm wanting to use new blushes and different blushes in my collection because I have like 15 blushes, maybe more. So I don't know. I would love to hit pan on this, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I've just been using this for so long, and honestly, there's barely a dip. And now we are on to the last product. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. This, I just don't like this. I bought this because I thought like, hey, a cheap loose powder. And now I'm like, oh, I know why it's a cheap loose powder. So it's, first of all, the packaging is the reason I wanted this out of my collection. If this was smaller, I would have been like, oh, whatever, it's fine. The packaging is ridiculous. It takes up so much space, and it's just like, why? Why? So you open it up, and it comes with this little puff, and then there's a little sifter right there. And what I've been doing, because I don't think you get enough product with the sifter, I've been taking the sifter out and then just dipping my brush in here. There's so much powder left in that. I don't really know if you can tell. And this is not finely milled. It just kind of sits on the face. The way I measured this in the beginning was I took this little sticky note and I dipped it in, and at first I was right here and now I am right there. But that doesn't really say anything because the packaging, like in the middle, it kind of goes up, and then on the sides it goes down. I'm still gonna use this every day, but there's no way I'm gonna be finishing it. I don't really see a difference. I don't know, this is just a struggle. Well, I apologize. I feel like the last, however long that just was of this video was just me kind of complaining, but this is hard. The reason I'm having so much trouble towards the end of this project is because when I started this project, I was in the mindset of, I want to use up all my products, I want to have a way smaller collection. I was having a lot of anxiety over the products that I have, and I talked to this YouTuber that I watch, what is her name, Jessica something. She was doing a Snapchat Q&A, and I asked her and she answered, and she does declutter videos, and I said, do you ever get anxious about using up your products? And she said, all the time, but the fact of the matter is you just can't use up all your products. And I was like, what? And then I kind of realized that, yeah, she's right, you can't. And I don't know, I feel like it's kind of just better to use the things that you like. I don't know. I feel like my mind is not where it was when I started this project. I'm gonna power through. I'm gonna try to use up 7 of the products. So I will either do an update if this project lags on for a really long time. I'll do another update, or I'll just do a finale. Let me know if you got this far in the video. If you got this far in the video, comment, sorry it's difficult. I doubt anyone will comment that. But if you got this far, also let me know if you have any tips, and if you have any project pan videos, link them down below. And yeah, that is it for this video. Sorry it was kind of down towards the end, but please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for my finale of my project pan, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!